actually funny.
Yes. Well, that's one option. But there are risks to consider with organizations like that. The Fatui does not encourage their activity.
Right, because things can get out of hand, and it's hard to hold the right people accountable when they do.
Sandrone said Odette was on track to inherit the title of the Fair Lady. If so, she'll be able to find out what Project Stuja is really about. Still, it's probably a little soon to ask her about that.
What's on your mind? I think we can both agree that no matter which side you're on, it can't stop you from doing the right thing. Where there's a will, there's a... I know what Rosaline did while she was abroad. You made the right decision, so no hard feelings. So, what's your...
Oh, we were gonna buy some crystal. I heard there's some on the market right now.
Funny. I had the same idea. In that case, let me pay. I can claim it back as mission expenses. The real issue here is that government relief is behind schedule. Surely it makes more sense for the state to cover these costs than for us to pay out of our own pocket.
True. It's a huge expense after all.
There's crystal that way.
Let me see. I'll take it all, please. Right. Choose mission budget under the expense category, but be sure to specify emergency rescue operation in the description. Otherwise, the normal reimbursement limit will... Let's book this train. Regulations say that if we need to transport Kresnik Crystal during Project Stuja, extra carriages can be added 1 hour before departure.
Holy!
That should do it. The train will be escorted to its destination.
This is my first time seeing you handle Fatui affairs, Miss Odette. It seems you're as skilled an officer as you are a dancer.
You flatter me. It's only because I've been doing both my whole life.
Anyway, I bet you've been non-stop today, am I right? Any idea how Paimon's doing?
What's wrong?
His travel buddy hasn't been feeling well. She caught a cold right after they got...
Sounds like she's important to you. I can't believe you've been dealing with this on top of everything you've been doing.
I've got nothing going on right now, so I'll join you. I want to see how she's doing.
May I come too? I have some candy that someone gave me back in Svietlolaidovka. Plus, I know a little bit about relieving cold symptoms.
All right then, let's go. I still don't know what the deal is between these two.
Oh,
the tension seems to have
yeah.
vanished. A good
He
sign,
didn't think about
hopefully.
the layers doesn't know that I mean, I'm just say travelers me because like it's the lore. That Elios doesn't know that I killed the Ruslan. What the fuck? TP here. Claim dailies. Open the second check waypoint. Unlock.
Thank you for...
Go there. That's gonna be my thing here. Oh! How in the fuck? Can I just... No, right? I can't just climb this. Like this, I think. Yeah, I can't.
Hip.
There's gotta be some mechanism or something. Grappling gun. No, not grappling gun. Link mechanism. Can't put it up there, can I? No. How the fuck are you supposed to get that? Not even close. Oh, you could just probably just glide from here. Look up at the checkpoint. Fuck. Played Trickmania yesterday. Waypoint. This asshole.
Rev the engines!
Is that an investigation point? Oh, never mind. Please? Never mind.
Full throttle!
The fuck? I didn't kill this. Yeah. 9 falls. Wait. Ah, shit.
Rev the engines!
Hello. Sorry, but there's a sick person recovering in this room. Can I help you?
What happened?
Oh, please, excuse me. Are you the traveler? Ah, it's really you. Sorry for the inconvenience. We're under strict orders from Master Child to keep this room well guarded. At the same time, we can't interfere with Podvoye Restaurant's business. That would only seem all the more suspicious and draw unwanted attention to this room. Besides myself, a few of my colleagues are stationed in and around the restaurant, in plain clothes, of course.
I didn't expect such a high.
Well, Master Child handpicked us for this special assignment. We're not about to let anything go wrong. Anyway, I won't keep you any longer. Please.
Traveler! Alicia, you're back! Hi, I'm Odette. The Traveler and I crossed paths a few times.
Another friend from the Fatui, huh? You're practically a member yourself by this point. Paimon's definitely on the mend. We should be back to our usual travels in a few days' time. Seems like that is just...
I have just the thing.
Whoa! What's this? Is that...
All keen observations. You're right. This is called Core Ignis. Whenever I've caught a cold in the past, I found I recover much more quickly if I place...
Awesome! Wow, your name was Odette.
Looks like she's in pretty good spirits. That's really... Any progress with your investigation yet? No surprises there, I'm sure. They're not likely to let anything slip. The Rokad, huh? Members of the Rokad keep their true identities hidden. Leave it with me. Meet me at the Korolyevsky troop tomorrow, and...
Would anyone like a drink?
Paimon will have... maybe some hot milk?
Ew!
Yeah. In the mood
Ew!
for something enough with the secret chat, you two.
Hot
Let's catch up
milk?
properly in a minute. Paimon wants to know everything that's happened today. It'll be kind of like tabletop troop. No reason why listening to a story can't...
Oh.
Ah, you made it. I've got some tickets, and I managed to set something up with the Rokad. It'll have to wait until after the show, though. Happy to stay and watch? I doubt you've seen the Korolyevsky troupe on pleasure.
Please present yourself for a routine inspection in accordance with theater regulations. Thank you.
Regrader?
Is that guy with the Fatui? Looks like he's waiting for some...
Okay, all done. Thank you for your cooperation. Please proceed through to the theater.
Huh?
What's up? Everything okay?
Ei?
Snezhneya's
viikon
business
päästä.
and political leaders
Yli.
are always passing through here. So, still, it's a little unusual to see the Fatui's Armory Palace guard. He's part of the Special Assignments Battalion, but I only ever see him here for one thing. To look for a guy named me, supposedly a researcher, though he never seems to put much time in at the
Mä
office.
näytän sulle kohta
But
yhden
that's not for us to worry
toisen
about.
questin tästä.
Let's go. What do you think?
En mä pysty hetken näkemään. Meva. Joo, mutta niinku siis...
Oh, the one in Fontaine? I hear it's iconic. Here we are, just in time. Sorry, coming through.
Kuka?
If you're gonna show up late, keep your...
What's his problem? What a...
Look, there she is. That's who I'm introducing
Hey.
you to later. She's the lead singer of the
Tää
troupe,
on jo!
Vodyanitsa.
Tää... Se on... Niinku... Mun kaatavalla tässä. Tää on niinku tän jälkeen... Meillä on joku keskustelu joku operaatio... Niinku operaation kaatavalla. Noin, siitä scoutti numero 1.
This leads directly to the green room. They're expecting us. Vodyanitsa.
Wow.
tollanen vitun paska.
Try and stop me!
Mun pitäis niinku taas korjaa vielä 10 sekuntia,
Hey
kun
there.
täällä on aktiivisesti vihuja mun
Can you
edessä aika
believe it?
lailla.
Oh, it's you two.
Anten tulleen.
Huh? You know each other? Oh, wait.
I never
Yes, you did. Why are you denying it? It was right before I went on that rant about the moody factory owner.
Might I ask what brings you two here?
Oh, I just brought him here to see the show. And when it finished, he was full of praise for voting me. So I thought I'd try my luck. See if we could get the chance to chat for a bit.
You work here.
Swan
You of all people ought to know that's against the rules. It's not what the green room is that.
Oh, what's the big deal? Come on, don't be shy. I can give you an autograph. You can take a picture.
Do as you please. I finished all my
Melkein.
shows for the
Vittu, jos
day.
mä olisin selvinnyt hetken pidempään, olisin sanonut yhden tapon, niin mä olisin saanut mun lentokoneen täys loadoutilla. Eikö vittu, mä sain jo!
I wasn't making that stuff up, you
Jodaan, mä
know.
sain mun
That's just
lentokoneen.
too- she
Lasi,
thinks
sun pitää
very
tulla
highly
kattoo.
of you.
Sun
And so
pitää
do
tulla
I.
kattoo.
We're good. Odette's out of earshot. Confidentiality, of course.
The
The
fuck?
Rocot is very strict on that.
Whoa,
Joo,
Alicia.
mä sain noin nopea
What
koneen.
out
Mä sain
loud.
yhden tapon ja pari
Relax,
scalppia,
I've
niin mä
taken
sain
care of it.
lentokoneen.
The
Tuu kattoo.
president's reply sent this morning. Wait, so
Lasi,
he's
onko se
been
kattomassa?
approved to join?
En oo.
You told me
Tuu
last
hetken
night
päästä.
that you wanted to get intel from the Rocot.
Ja sanotaan näin, mä oon 10
Unfortunately,
kilsaa
ever
tosta
since you
vitun
set foot in
paikasta, mihin mä
Snezhnaya,
haluun.
we've been working
Niin sulla on
together.
aikaa kyllä tulla
I've
kattoo, kun
seen
mä
the way
menen
you work,
pikku suoraan
your
ylös.
character, everything about you is perfectly in alignment with what we're trying to achieve in the Rocot. I wrote a letter to
Suosittelen
the
tulee
president
nytten, kun
explaining
mä
your
alan menee
situation,
nytten
including
ylös.
just the right
Jop.
amount of detail. His approval came,
Okei,
of
minun
course, it's still your decision whether you want to join or not.
huono
Well,
asia.
assuming Odette was telling the truth and she didn't misjudge you, I guess we don't need to. Still, you gave me a real fright. I didn't know that's why you came looking for me. So, that stuff you said about admiring my performance. Now you're talking. That's what I like to hear.
Anyway, let me give you a quick rundown of how things work. Like I said, the
Kuulokkeesta
Rocot
just
is a covert
loppua,
organization,
vittu.
and we
Suosittelen
hide
tulee
our
siis
identities.
nytten kattoo klasi.
Joo, mä tuun sitten nyt.
Aika flopille. Miksi tää lagaa näin vittuna, kun mä oon kääntymässä?
Jos oli mun Discord-streamit, ettei mulla lämpinyt koneen niin perkeleesti.
Siitä eka. Siitä toka. Siitä kolmas. Siitä neljäs. Siitä viides. Siitä kuudes. Siitä seitsemäs. Tai on kuollut. Siitä yksi. Ui vittu. Okei, ja nyt me halutaan painoa vittuun. Joo. Okei, ainakin yksi kuoli. Okei. Tuo oli vähän unlucky, että kun ei niinku useampi asia kuollut. Vittu kun mä en näe mun tutkalla. Tutkaa toimii.
Mä jatkan tän
Members
tekemistä hetken.
typically don't meet in person or even know each
Juu.
other's identities. This
Juu,
help
niin
because
on.
of this. Members are basically free to decide their
Sellainen
methods
asia, joka
without
voisi mua
constraints, so
kosketella.
long as the outcome of any
Niin.
activity doesn't violate.
After all, we don't have any
Sen
ostensible
hengiltä
contact with
ekana.
each other. This way, if anything goes
Kaksi
wrong,
kakkonen.
no one else.
Beyond the freedom to choose how you operate,
Pudota
it's also
se!
your choice whether to act at all. We have plenty of. In short, joining the
Se
Rocot
vetää
in and of
sisään.
itself won't place any
Hippi.
restrictions on your activity
Joo,
in
mitä?
Snezhnaya. There's a code of conduct you can read if it interests you.
Hyi vittu, toi meni
But
just pää yli.
basically, as long as you don't plan on using your
Okei,
anonymity to
sen
go around doing
tossa
evil.
koneen
I
vähän
tried
mulla.
reading it 5 or 6 times. Never made it all the way through.
Älipari.
Even the most lackluster
Käännyt
script
tänne
makes for.
päin.
Great. Then I'll go grab an official application
Mä haluan
form.
juosta ne. Mä oon se rangesta ulkona nyt.
Well, Alosha has this pet dog, you see. His name's Tagarin. And this one time, Alosha brought him
Joo,
backstage.
siis
Dagarin took quite a liking to me,
Tällä
so
kertaa en vedä
I played with him for a
kickflippiä.
little bit. Then,
Me opimme
the
mitä
whole chat was
viimeksi
out
käy
on a mission one
kickflipistä.
day.
Eikö vaan, Klasi?
Even though we were all in disguise, Dagarin
Me
recognized
opittiin
me
mitä
right
viimeksi
away.
tapahtuu, kun vetää kickflipin
Just a
lentokoneessa.
coincidence, really. We didn't report it
Sä
to the higher
muistat
ups,
sen.
though, to avoid dealing with the fallout.
Kaikki meni niin hyvin
Like
siihen asti, niinku 5 tappoa,
my
sit mä
job
vedän
at the theater,
kickflipin niinku
for instance.
mestari, niin
I
tonk,
really needed to make ends meet. By the
räjähdin.
way, what were you complaining about just before we came in?
Mä en kyllä tykkää
Everything did
siitä
not
faktasta,
go
että
okay.
niitten IT
That's why I
näkee
was
tähän
so
oirekielille noin
I tried to
kaukaa.
make some small talk with him before I went
Ja
on
mun
stage
pitäisi
to
niinku
fish for
laskeutua,
intel
niin
about the
mahdollisimman
Eastern
nopea
manufacturing
hakea
plant.
uudet kamppeet. Ja mennä vetää uusi runi. No, sentään ei ollut mahdollisuutta vetää sitä kickflippiä, kun jäin niin nopea pysähtymään.
But he wouldn't take the bait, no matter what I said. And then he started complaining. He said he didn't appreciate his second-rate seat in the stalls because he usually gets a private box. I mean, what did he expect? Everyone knows that if you want a box seat, you buy a ticket well in advance. But instead, he sends me a letter the day I had to juggle things around just to get him a half-decent seat, hoping he would appreciate.
Yeah, meeting Chuganov in person
Siis
has
mun faija
definitely
meinasi,
been
että
a
me mentäis
disappointment.
tänään
You
illalle
probably don't know who we're
kalaan,
talking
mutta mä en
about,
tiedä
do you?
monen asti mä oon hereillä ja mä
Chuganov is
haluaisin
that
mennä
older guy you were
kalaan
sitting
just.
next to today. I'm sure he didn't make a great first impression on you either.
To the citizenry, he's a family man, but our interactions with him tell a very different story. It's one thing to ask for a favor, but he acts
Ja arvaa
like it's his
vituttaako, kun
right.
haluan mennä kalaan,
Take
mutta
the
ei tiedä,
ticket
onko se
situation, for
mahdollista.
instance. I've actually gotten him a private box in the past. But not only was he not even grateful, now he's acting like I've sold him short this time. Not to mention that he's never paid for a single one of his tickets.
Damn.
And another thing, if he's such a big family man, why doesn't he bring his wife and daughter to see the show once in a while?
Calm down, Vodyanitsa. If you won't do it the easy way, we'll have to try the hard. But first things first. Here's your app.
Aha! Mä en tappanut sitä, mutta se tappoi mut.
Human Fade, Dodoko, Pipilpan Idol, Janitor Bot tai Primogen. Mikä on...
Pitää kunnioittaa nyt äijää, että se tappoi niinku lentokone, joka tuli sitä päin. Tässä on hyvä, kun moni niin kuin konepelaaja ei kunnioita niiden tappajaa, mutta minä kunnioitan, koska kopteri tappoi mut ja mä hyväksyn sen ihan täysin ja annan hatunnostot sille, että onnistui tappaa mut.
the target of our current operation. Recently, we've done some recon work at the Eastpro manufacturing plant, which pretty much confirmed that their energy consumption is way beyond the legal limit.
Mä sain vaan yhden tapon sille vituun lentokoneelle ja 5 assistia, kun mun loput pommit ei oikein tehnyt mitään. Siis mun pommit ei edes tehnyt mitään, joka mua vituttaa.
That way, the Kresny Crystal can be allocated to...
I was hoping he might let slip during one of our chats, but he's too tight-lipped.
Niin kuin sä tiedätkö, kuinka vituttavaa se on, kun pommit ei tee mitään.
But Valeri's here too, and he's probably looking for Mitya.
Don't you worry. He must know how to dodge Valeri, or
Niin
he
pitää
wouldn't be
alkaa
showing up on
valmistautua siihen,
time
kun
for
lähden
every
kouluun.
performance. Mitya is a renowned energy expert. Although we can't get any direct evidence of the excessive energy consumption at the plant, we can accidentally let the information slip to him.
Eikö nyt kato
Älä vielä.
The authorities should also.
Oli.
We're not allowed on site.
No, mitä?
Mä haluan näyttää sulle
Yeah,
yhden hahmon, että
still,
kun mä pääsin tästä
I hear
questista
that
pois.
Michi has a.
What do you think? Sound like something worth your time?
Okay, in that case, you guys find he's a huge
Sulla ei ole
fan.
striimi päällä.
Sure.
En mä
Don't
tiedä.
worry. We'll make a believable pair of buddies.
Perfect. You've sold me already.
Okay.
Everything.
Niin joo, ehkä kannattaa katsoa bussi tässä välissä. Mulla on 12 pinnaa akkuu, niin mun pitää lataa puhelin tässä vielä.
Jes, mä pääsin heti pois.
Ai niin joo, mä näin kun lintu syöt vaan lintua tossa meidän pihalla.
Lol.
Takapihalla siis. Puolet lähtee dösemaan niinku 5-8 koululla.
Rev the engine.
Please sano, että se on täällä. Voi vaan sanoa, että Genshin tietää. Joo, se on tässä. Irina. Voin vaan sanoa, että ne tietää mitä ne teki.
Kuin niin?
Ootko kattomassa?
Joo.
Ei tuo.
Häh?
Tuo.
Joo. Joo.
Mä tulin tänne, mä olin silleen, mitä vittua?
Mikäs ton hahmon nimi on? Mun pitää nyt tehdä
Voi
tieteellinen
jumalauta.
tutkimus. Niin, mikä hahmon nimi on?
Miksi mä en muista edes? Irina.
Okei, tehdään tieteellinen tutkimus. Ei tullut siitä hahmosta, tuli jostain muusta. No, lisätään, että... Ei tullut mitään. Mä olen yllättynyt. Minä olen yllättynyt. Minä olen yllättynyt siis oikeasti.
Jumalauta. Miksi tää on sun eka idea aina?
Mikä sun toisen nimi oli?
Mikä tuo pikkukli?
Pikkunen. Joo.
Sofia. Yllä.
Hyvä. Venä. Venä. Joo, hyvä. Ei tullut. Okei. Artistit ei ole vielä päässyt tekemään mitään. Se on ehkä vähän lohduttavaa tietää.
Tää tuli eilen, Valli. Tuo on nähty jo aikaisemmin, mutta sen nimeä ei ole tiedetty.
Niin, että niinku... Annetaan tulle pari päivää, niin kyllä löytyy.
Jumalauta.
Se on se nyrkkisään.
Kato muuten, demonipupu.
What? Se vaan kasvoi 1-2
Sillä on miekka, sillä on niinku terät tossa luistimina.
jaloissa. Joo.
Ei, sillä on jalat tässä, ja sit sillä on terät kiinni tossa, ja se käyttää noita teriä sitten niinku luistelemaan. Taas Neshnaja, niin tähän perustuu niinku sulle Siberiaan. Paitsi täällä on se vitu Moskovan punainen aukea se. Tai enemmän Siberiaan. Ja sitten Snezhnograd on niinku se Moskova tai tämmönen niinku joku
Vittu,
pääkaupunki.
mulla on tässä niinku lähin kymi on niinku paristaa metriä niinku tiettyyn suuntaan. Siellä on alkamassa Megaraidi 35 minan päästä. Ei alakkaa. Joku ykkösen Shadow-pokemoni.
Hyi.
Full throttle.
Mä haluaisin Mamosvainin tota vitu Graudonia varten niin pahasti.
Mamosvanin Groudoni Fire Blast tai Solar Beam One tapaa Mamosvainin.
Niin.
On helposti. Pushit sitä mennä loppuun.
Joo, mut meikä nyt katoo muro.
Moro. So yes, he was definitely looking up porn. Oh, those two. Oh, what the fuck? I got 12. No, I can't do that yet. Shit. Another addiction practice.
Try and stop me!
What in the lag fuck is that? No, I'm gonna continue the Arkham quest actually. Playlists, music.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Rev the engines! I can't.
Why is it in 1080p 50 FPS? If I put it to 144p.
We come here often, so we shouldn't stand. Now it's up to Vodyanitsa.
Mitya.
Mr. Mitya!
Oh, sorry. I got a little held up on my way here. Now we have even less time than we planned. Go ahead and order some snacks and drinks. Whatever you like. Let me see. According to my schedule, we still have 25 minutes left.
I'm confused about this guy because I think he was one of the ones
You're
that was
really pressed for time today,
playable.
huh? I was imagining this would be a leisurely chat. If you'd prefer, we can always...
No need. Getting to meet the lead singer is a very precious opportunity for me. I'm not about to pass it up. I've already had to decline your invitation several times because our schedules rarely align. If I don't grab this chance while it's
The
here,
fuck?
who knows when the next one will come around?
Well, it's very kind of you to make time just for me.
I'm not too sure, to be honest. But Snezhnaya's full of weird and wonderful things like that, so people tend not to bat an eye. I'm sure the same will go for the Eye of Grey and Paimon.
The reason I invited you out for tea and a chat today was to get some feedback from a true...
Expert with the Energy Commission. He has an explanation of command of all matter. So he can rather talk to his cover. Want to make. Oh, it was Valerie. Special. One sec.
Well, I genuinely have nothing bad to say. No matter how many times I hear you sing, it never gets old. It always seems fresh and new somehow. Maybe it's because the more times I listen, the more details I notice. Or maybe you simply improve with every performance, delivering it better each time.
Thank you! I'm delighted to hear that!
Oh, yeah. The piece you sang today, for example. Beneath the Frozen River? Hey, what's with you? I'm just praising a good performance. I always used to find that such a bleak and lonely song. But the more you listen, the more you realize that it's not as cold and nihilistic as it appears. When you really dig down into it, there's a certain level.
Wow, I'm impressed. I didn't expect you to pick up on that. Actually, I only tried out that angle after talking with a composer. Still, Beneath the Frozen River wasn't on today's program.
Oh, really? But it's a classic. You sing it every time.
Almost every time.
Oh, well then. Let me say a few words about that other all-time classic, Flying in the Wind from the Mountain Sparrow?
I didn't sing that one today either. My voice wasn't quite up to it, so I switched it out at the last minute.
Oh. But,
Sorry, Mr. Mitya, but you were at the theater today, yes?
Of course I was. Remember? I said hello to all the troupe members before the show started. You, Odette, and the others.
So, what did Odette sing today?
Elegy of the Snow-Winged Goose, of course.
Correct. I see. I see. You find my singing boring, don't you? That's why you don't remember a single song. Looks like I'll need to cut a few from the program.
No, that's not it. All right, I'll be straight with you. I'm sorry. My mind was wandering as you took the stage today. I enjoy watching your shows because the exquisite performances stimulate the mind. It always sparks some inspiration for my research. So whenever I get stuck at work, I come to the theater for a change of pace. Odette's dance during the Elegy of the Snow-Winged Goose today was simply incredible. It got me wondering what she's been going through recently. That look of sheer defiance in the face of utter tragedy? It was so inspiring. I started scribbling. Not that I made a ton of progress in the grand scheme of things, but I still think it was productive. By the time I snapped out of it, the entire...
So what you're saying is, you...
Unfortunately not. I'm sorry. I don't know which is more disrespectful. The fact that I don't always come for the show itself, or the fact that I missed your performance.
Seems like things are getting a little awkward.
Mitya just stepped into a conversational minefield. If there's one thing Vodyanitsa doesn't like, it's people who show disrespect for her this meeting was so hard to set up. Don't tell me it's already
It's fine. I suppose this is affirming in its own way. At least, don't let it bother you.
She's showing a lot of restraint.
Well, I'll be sure to let Odette know how much you adored her performance.
Please don't say that. I always love your performances too.
I know, I can tell. That's why I value your opinion. I'm sure some people can't stand it when others praise their coworkers right to their face.
Fair enough. I still feel...
But you know what I really can't stand? People who only show up to the theater to pretend that they're
Oh, yeah, 100%. There are too many of those people around. By the time they're walking out the door, they've forgotten all about it.
I don't know if you've heard about the boss of the Iskra manufacturing plant. He isn't even a theater investor. But he box tickets only, premium drinks, even the right to request specifics.
Well played, Vodyanitsa. Seems like she's harnessing her rage to steer the
Now that you mention it, I've interacted with that guy before. I gotta say, everyone holds...
Yeah, he couldn't care less about what's happening on stage. He's just there to flaunt his social status. I hate that I have to prepare programs for guys like that. What's the big deal with that factory he runs anyway? I asked around a bit and heard some pretty shocking stories. Sounds like he's just another greedy capitalist.
Oh, really?
Yep. The things people are saying are pretty damning. Low wages, insanely long working hours, equipment running around the clock. And as if that's not bad enough, he also strictly forbids his employees from giving any kind of interview. Project Stuja has now been extended so many times, we're at the point where crystal rations for the common folk are barely enough to survive on. If the rumors are true, he's in serious violation of the law.
Interesting. So you've heard about it too?
What? So it's...
Who knows? I've only heard the same rumors you have. But there's no smoke without fire. The Rooster's been coming down on us hard lately, demanding that we track and trace every single batch of Crystal. My coworkers in the Department of Energy have been tearing their hair out over it.
The Rooster?
Yeah. Even though there are no restrictions on Crystal trading, the poor will wind up freezing to death if we let the rich buy as much as they want. Looks like we'll need to arrange an investigation into the Iskra manufacturing plant as soon as possible. I never knew you kept up with current affairs beyond the theater, Miss Vodyanitsa. You really have a heart for the common person. Most Fae in your position have long been indifferent to the plight of humans.
Well, those of us who choose to live in human cities are naturally going to pay attention to any significant upheaval. Rooster a Fae himself? I'm just surprised to learn that even someone with as much experience as him is getting so stressed out over Project Stuja. What is the end goal of this project anyway?
This is it. We're finally going.
I'm sure Mitya can sense on some level that she's fishing for information. But since their conversation is so...
It's stressing me out too. If I'd only made better progress with my research, things wouldn't have dragged on this long.
Oh, so your work is related to Project Stuja?
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source. Not the power of the Light Realm and not elemental energy. Right now, the only thing that meets the requirements is the power contained within stellar linchpins. But harnessing that power is costly. Each step of the process requires enormous amounts of Kresnik crystal. From extraction to quantification to attempts at conversion, progress has been painfully slow, and the team is getting burned out as time goes by. Sometimes, I see people staring into space.
Could it be that this new
No, it doesn't affect us, because the energy is used for... Okay, I got it. Stop choking me. I think we're all just exhausted. We've been working ourselves to the bone for so long with so little progress to show for it. It's no wonder people are struggling.
Seems like I owe you an apology.
Don't worry about it. I count myself lucky, to be honest. I don't envy the people who work closely with the Tsaritsa herself. I'd much rather be in my current position. At least I don't have to shoulder any major responsibilities.
So they're trying to develop a completely new kind of energy. Yeah, censored by a scarf. Who would have thought?
Oh, dear. It looks like my time. I'm so sorry. We ended up barely talking about the theater.
That's okay. It was a pleasure chatting with you, really.
Let's make up for it next time. Yeah, hopefully once the work pressure eases up a little, I'll be able to focus more on the performance, and then we'll have more to discuss. We touched on some confidential issues today. I'd be grateful if you could keep it between us.
That could have gone worse.
Nice job. Why was Mitya...
Sorry, routine inspection. Okay.
So he wasn't rushing to get back to work. He must have calculated that.
One of the main duties of the Special Assignments Battalion is to ensure that important figures stick to their schedule.
All right, time for us to get going too.
We'll settle our check too, then.
Oh, hello there. Mr. Mitya paid the check. He also asked me to pass on a message. He said it was an honor to share his tea break with Miss Vodyanitsa and her two friends.
Wait.
So he knew we were here all along? Maybe his work isn't confidential after all. Maybe the key here... Vodyanitsa and Alosha have left.
You're back! Here pretty early today. Paimon was just gonna mention that. After she woke up today, Paimon... Still, there's some good news. Paimon thinks it's like there's some kind of mysterious power. She only started feeling this way since we arrived in session.
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new...
Could that have something...
What is it? You're making that face So, they're trying to develop a new energy source? Well, Mitya did not, but even so, those are completely different it's pretty faint, so it's kind of hard to tell. But, if anything, sure, Paimon's with you there. But, oh, great point! They argue about Project Stuja every day. Good idea! Oh yeah, while you were out, Paimon, this one seemed right up your alley. So, Paimon saved some...
Alosha replied. He says that we won't be able to speak at the Vetcha, but he can arrange for us. Time to get ready. Then head to the Snezhnograd Vetcha.
Full throttle! The rewards of an adventure worth remembering. Nice and cool.
This furnace is proving more useful.
Yeah, it was a little unstable at first. But Kresnik crystal burns much more efficiently with this, and thanks to all the maintenance work you two have been doing, crystal is still in short supply. But if we pull...
Looks like we won't have to worry about anyone freezing in the near future. By the way, have any gang members...
No, actually.
Must have been some overeager grunt acting on his own initiative then.
I think it's time to celebrate. Shall I call everyone over so they can meet the
Now's not the time for jokes like that. We're sticking to the story, okay? You establish the shelter, and you
All right, fine.
Because I'm a member of the Rokat. Keeping a low profile...
Try and stop me! Full throttle!
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Rev the engine!
Whoa, that made me jump. Why did so many little animals The voice seems to be coming. My ears. Ringing. Should I jump down? Hello? What exactly is down there? Well, there might be. Might as well take a look. If I encounter any danger. Just my luck. This is the same singing. A huge shell. Hold on. Speaking of hello? Still no response. Well, if there are mushroom gods in this world.
Hello there, traveler. Don't sound so surprised. Who else were you expecting? A lost little Snegoroshka? A Vila who took a wrong turn? A Doma voice stranded in the middle of nowhere? Because my private practice room is so well hidden, obviously. No one stumbles upon this place on purpose. Oh, that. Yeah, I originally planned to channel some water over there and completely... But I asked a bunch of engineers, and they all said blowing up the cave's rock wall could cause landslides, avalanches, surface cracks, all kinds of bad things. Plus, if the cave's original structure was destroyed, its acoustics would be ruined too, and then I wouldn't even be able to use it for practice. So, I gave up. And anyway, it's just like you said. I'm not answering that question. One person asks, the other person answers. Then comes the next question. A shell fae? You mean the oyster sprites that protect children who fall in the water? The only fae associated with pearls are us water nymphs. After all, legend has it that if we cry out of true sorrow, want me to cry for you right now? I could do it. I mean, we know each other so well, and you didn't even recognize my singing voice. Of course not. Otherwise, there'd be nothing but pearls at the bottom of the water now, wouldn't there? I bet pearl necklaces wouldn't be nearly as expensive. Plus, those pearls wouldn't be the quality kind. They'd be misshapen and... If only there really were oyster sprites, though. Oh, right. Take this pill to warm yourself up. You fell into a puddle on your way down, right? I heard your footsteps through the ice the minute you got to the entrance of the cave. You traversed the ice wall only to fall into the water at the last moment. Now, I was considering letting you have a few sips of strong liquor to warm you back up. But on second thought, spirits that have been frozen lead to intoxication too quickly. So I thought this pill would be better. It's something hunters use. Good. Now we can get back to your question. You wanted to know why I practice in a place like this. Well, the answer's simple. Practicing in the city would I used to practice in the theater. Doing vocal warm-ups, singing up, letting some fresh air in always puts me in a better mood. So I would usually practice with the window open. And, well, do I even need to say how captivating my singing voice and they wouldn't leave until I was done? Honestly, the people were packed as tight as sardines down there. But that said, there's another reason I don't exactly recall when, but one day, This young girl showed up and she studied my habits to the point where, at all times, she knew when and where I was going to prep. People would even pay her to show them where I'd be, so they could be sure to grab a spot. She made quite the sum that way. Now and then, she'd even send me a basket of flowers with a thick handwritten letter tucked. The letters weren't anything special. Mostly the same flattery I've heard 10,000 times. So, I'd often send her a ticket to my latest show in return. I thought it'd make her I like people who chase after what they love with all their might. She changed. She no longer She just wanted to make more. Lots and lots of it. Enough that she could put all the relentless celebrity chasing behind her. That much I wouldn't have minded, but... Then I discovered at some point, she started selling every single ticket I sent her for several times. I suppose she didn't like my music anymore. The innocent version of her who was just there in human terms, she grew up. I no longer found her cute, fun, or interesting. I won't meet anyone interesting here, of course. But at least, although... You braved the journey here now, didn't you? Freezing puddle and all. Don't even go there. It's been giving me such a headache. If the acoustics in this echo chamber were still in good shape, my voice wouldn't have come out nearly so precisely. Thanks, traveler. The problem isn't the main cave structure, but the perhaps I was practicing too hard, or my pitch was too high. But while I was practicing a few days ago, honestly, all I need are a few simple prime ice pillars to replace the damaged ones, and this chamber will be pretty much back in working order. But alas, I'm terrible at making things like that. Hinting? Goodness, no. I'm shamelessly asking for your help, of course. No, it's like I said. All I heard were footsteps at the entrance. I swear. Anyway, since I have you here, there's no time to waste. Let me tell you which pillars to swap. Actually, just telling won't do. Shh. There we go. See those brightly illuminated prime ice pillars? Those are the broken ones. That goes without saying. Otherwise, anyway, I'm counting on you, traveler. If you forget which... Perfect! This prime ice pillar is good to go! Oh, I knew I could count on you! It turned out beautiful! The positioning of these prime ice pillars is perfect! Now then, let me test them out. That's right! Looks like I can practice in peace for now. Since you helped me fix these prime ice pillars, allow me... Unnecessary! I'm practicing here today, and in a few days I'll head over to Ronkova Zoria to do the same. I wonder if Odette and Alosha will be there. Anyway, sit back and relax. Oh, but don't close your eyes, or you might zone out and fall face first into the...
engines! The rewards of an adventure worth remembering. Rise with the sun! Rev the engines! Try and stop me! Get to work! Rev the engines!
Adventure time!
Rev the engines! Try and stop me! The end of our legacy.
Benny's adventure team! I have failed.
Is this our fate? The flame burns on.
I overdrained and underperformed.
Is this our fate? Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below. Rev the engines! Many insects have a compulsion.